Scarcely 200 years before the Spanish arrived, the Aztecs entered the Valley of Mexico and settled at the center of vast Lake Texcoco. By sinking logs into the soft ground and raising platforms over the marshes, they built up their great capital, Tenochtitlan. Lacking natural wealth, the city grew rich on trade. Life revolved around its thriving markets. As the Aztecs multiplied, so did their power. Tenochtitlan, built upon mud, gained a second foundation. Tribute, in goods and flesh, exacted from its weaker neighbors by its powerful army. For a boy, to be born an Aztec was to be born a warrior. When he came into the world, the midwife sprinkled water across his mouth and chest and held him up to the gods. One day, she chanted, he would enter the palace of delights where the brave who die in battle rejoice. The boy's life would be dedicated to Huitzilopochtli, god of the sun and of war. He was the model for every warrior. Each night, the sun god fought furiously with the moon and the stars. At dawn, victorious, he rose again and crops flourished. But the nightly battle so exhausted him that he craved the precious water, human blood. When the Aztecs dedicated their shrine to the sun god, they wallowed for days in an orgy of sacrifice. Their victims numbered in untold thousands.
War must always continue, so that whenever our god wishes to eat and feast, we may go there as one who goes to a market to buy something to eat, to obtain victims to offer our god, Huitzilopochtli.
For the Aztecs, warfare was their lifeblood. Leaving childhood, a boy entered a house of youth to begin his training. Priests scarred his torso and arms with the marks of the sun god and taught him the ballads glorifying fallen heroes.
The brave warriors and all the youths, each day, each night, should sing and dance, so that all the cities which lay about Mexico should hear.
At 15, the boy learned the tools of his profession: the bow and the sling, the javelin and the shield, but foremost, the club. It was studded with blades of obsidian, razor sharp and harder than steel. Such a weapon could sever a man's head with one blow. The boy learned how to live through battle and how to die nobly. He was not to fear death, but should even welcome it. The slain warrior would be borne away on tinted clouds to live honorably among the gods. He who survived and excelled could expect lavish rewards on earth. At 18, the boy was at last allowed to watch seasoned warriors in combat. With his second venture onto the battlefield came his first test. He and 5 other youths must take a prisoner. If they succeeded, they tore out his heart and offered it, still beating, to the gods. Then they feasted upon his body. The first captor was rewarded with the torso and right thigh. The sixth contented himself with the left forearm. Taking a second prisoner brought the young man new privileges and higher rank. A third gave him command of junior warriors and the right to dance and drink spirits at festivals. A fourth captive made him a fully fledged warrior. A fifth won him distinction in dress. After taking 6 captives, he joined the exalted ranks from whom officers and generals were chosen. However low a warrior's birth, glory in battle opened the way to noble rank and untold wealth. The king of the Aztecs fought beside his soldiers, wearing the most resplendent feathered headdress, but braving the same dangers. His authority rested upon his courage. A warrior's time in the sun could be brief. If fortune failed to shine upon him, no matter his rank, he returned to work as a fisherman, farmer, or sandal maker. But another summer brought another campaign, and one more chance for glory.